What's going on, guys? Zuko back with another Dragonflame video. I hope you are all doing very, very well. I've got a really cool video today just on gearing up your alt characters that you might have in the game. A whole bunch of tips and tricks. Primarily, I'm going to focus the latter half of the video on the new time rifts that have come out. We're going to get through all the other little tips and tricks really quickly here, and then we'll get to why time rifts are really good. And I've got to get to them soon because it's going to be popping up in about 20 minutes. So, first and foremost, in order to get to level 70, you want to start out by basically, I would say, running dungeons. The best way to do it is to go to the dungeon finder and do time walking. And in particular, do time walking as a tank or as a healer. I hate time walking with such a passion. But if you want to do it, the quickest way to level to 70 is definitely doing dungeons, spamming them as a tank or a healer. In particular, time walking is really good because there's a bunch of pieces you can get there. And some of the gear you can get out of there, I believe, can be upgraded with the tier system if you're getting close to like level 70. But once you get to 70, one of the first things you can now do is the Fyrakk Assault, which is down here. It's going to be all over the place. So go do that once a week. It drops loot. It drops crests. It's going to drop flight stones, a whole bunch of really good stuff for you. It can drop gear. So go do the Fyrakk Assault. It takes about 20 minutes or so. Go do that once a week. That was a good place to start. And then on top of that, you really want to jump down to the Zerelek Caverns. You don't want to go to the Forbidden Reach anymore. You don't really want to do anything on the regular isles. You want to go to the Zerelek Caverns. There is still very relevant gear down here for a brand new level 70 character. There's flight stones there. There's always going to be quests all over the place. For a melee character, you can pick up a really good trinket right here. This is 398. This is a brand new warrior that I just got to 70. My trinkets are garbage. This Drogbar Rocks is going to be very, very good. And there's other quests that will often have gear as well. I don't know if there's any up right now. I don't see any right now. But there's often quests that will have gear. You can sort of check in every day. The other thing you can do is run down and do this quest. I've talked about this before, but I want to mention it again. Come down to this section of Glimmerog, right at the very edge of this little island, right by the water. You're going to be right here, okay? There's going to be a guy here named Gudeg, and he's got a quest. It's the exact same Drogbar Rocks that are currently on the map on that elite quest. If you can't handle doing an elite quest, just come do this quest. And then you can get an adventurer level Drogbar Rocks and you can upgrade them. Drogbar Rocks are actually completely busted in the early leveling phase. I've had them on all my characters. If you're playing like a mage, this will give you a different set of trinkets that you can get. So it's not always just going to be Drogbar Rocks. It will give you something different depending on your main stat and your spec. So if you have like a mage, there's like a vial of poison you can get, a bunch of really cool things. So this is a very easy quest to complete. Come down here, get this quest, get an early trinket on your character as you're gearing them. The next thing you should do is go to Loam and start the Worthy Ally Loam Niffin quest. It's a rep quest. Once you finish this rep quest, it will give you a bunch of gear, a bunch of flight stones, and a bunch of crests. Everything you need for getting gear. It'll give you a really good piece of gear as well. This Researchers Under Fire thing, you should absolutely do this at least once a week. It's a really easy event. It's just all takes place right on this research facility, and it will also, it can help earn you rep just in general, but I believe it also helps you with some of the Niffin stuff as well. Otherwise, some of the easiest way to earn the Niffin rep is, of course, just running around and finding Niffin quests. They're all basically here for the Niffin, but extra Niffin quests that will give you rep. That's supplies, flight stones. Not sure if the one that is give. There's a rep one there. So 150 rep with the Niffin. That can help accelerate your Worthy Ally thing. Again, easy open world stuff that you can do that will help get you gear very, very quickly, and flight stones and crests and all that good stuff, okay? That's all the stuff that you should do in the Zerelek Caverns, okay? And that's the main place you should sort of camp out. Like, spend your first day just camping out here, do all the world quests, get all the rep done, go get your extra Drogbar Rocks or whatever you want from this quest down here. If there's any big pieces of gear you can get from the elite quests, go do those. Go do the world boss. It's all kind of right here, packaged up. Now, the other thing you can do is get your Shadowflame crafting quest in Loam. I don't know if I actually have that. Let me fly over there really quickly. I want to see if it's actually up and available for this guy. Give me 2 seconds here. So there's a quest that a lady has in Loam to get your crafting stuff online for Season 2. Obviously, everything has kind of changed for Season 2 versus Season 1. It's a new sort of Shadowflame crafting thing that we're going to use. So if you fly to Loam, the city here, she's standing on a rock. Is she over here? Where is she? There she is, right there. So this is exactly the lady you want to talk to. Examiner, Teashara Bloodwatcher. She's right here. You can see the quest Power Unified. Grab this thing. This gets you splintered sparks of Shadowflame, and eventually you can use them to craft gear, which can be a really easy way to acquire 1 or 2 pieces of gear. I'm not even talking about like super embellished pieces of gear, just really simple, easy crafted pieces of gear. You start the quest right here. Get this first, then start doing your Loam, Niffin stuff, then do the research stuff, then do all your world quests. Don't do your world quests and stuff before you get this quest. Get this one first, okay, because it will help you get that. All right? That's all the stuff down here. Now, let's talk about time rifts. I have about 20 minutes before the time rift is going to come up. They always spawn in Thaldraszus right here. This is the time rift right here, right next to Tierhold. And there's some really cool stuff going on with the timer. Let me fly up there, and I'll come back in. So you're going to fly over here, and you're going to see it says next time rift in 19 minutes. They spawn at the top of the hour, on the hour, every single hour of the day, right? So right now, it's 7:41 a.m., in about 19 minutes exactly, it's going to spawn a time rift. And this is the entire zone right here where you're going to do the time rift stuff. All of this area right here. Everything around this kind of big area here. So there will be multiple events spawning all over this place. And then the final event will spawn in the middle, and it will have a big portal, okay? And you'll go fight a big boss from like a different timeline. All the vendors that you're going to want to talk to are over here. They're all lined up kind of over here. And these guys offer trinkets. So, for example, if I look at this guy, there's a bunch of transmog, but they each have one trinket. This guy has kind of a PvP trinket. Nearby player, enemy deaths grant you a lost soul. This guy has a just transmog, actually. This guy doesn't have any trinkets at all. This guy's trinket is a DPS one. Strength, intellect, agility. Harmful spells and abilities have a chance to manifest a fell elemental. This guy has... This one, your melee attacks and abilities have a chance to king strike your target. That sounds pretty cool. You can let you say loose a 5-hit combo. And these start at item level 402. You can see as a brand new character, my trinkets are garbage, right? So a 402 trinket is insane. Again, you can go down to the Zerelek Caverns and get the Drogbar trinkets, or you can just come up here and farm these time rifts over and over and over again every single hour on the hour, and you can get really powerful trinkets like this. They start at 402 item level, and then they upgrade from there. There's a couple of other ones. What's this one? Melee swings have a chance to deal 9,000 additional fire damage. Harmful melee abilities have a chance to make the fragment erupt. Very, very cool, okay? These cost a new currency called Fyrakk Flakes. Sounds ridiculous, I know. It really is ridiculous. Everything that you do in these time rift zones will give you Fyrakk Flakes. I'm going to show you that in a second when I actually do the event. Okay? You can spend those on these trinkets here or whatever transmogs you want. Now, basically everything you do is going to give you Fyrakk Flakes. Now, there's one more vendor over here. This is the most important vendor for brand new characters. She Everbreeze, and she sells armor. Actual Season 2 armor that you can turn into tier set pieces. I repeat that. The items you can buy from here, you can immediately fly up to Tierhold and turn them into tier pieces. You can buy a head and shoulders and a chest and all that stuff. And again, these start at 402. So for a brand new character that has just entered the game like my guy, this is the quickest and easiest way for you to get access to a tier piece, in my opinion. Now, how do you get them? Well, they cost dilated time capsules. This is not a guaranteed resource from what I have seen. I've run a lot of these time rifts now. From what I can understand, my first character completing one of these, I was like guaranteed to get one of these dilated time capsules. And then every other time that I went back and tried doing this event over and over and over again, it wasn't like guaranteed to give me one of these dilated. I had to get lucky and hope to get one. And it basically always dropped from the final boss in the portal that we kill in the middle. So, again, this is really where you're going to spend the bulk of your time, in my opinion. You want to find gear. You want to get these dilated time capsules, and spend them on tier piece gear, right? So hands and chest and your shoulders. Here's your pants down here. It's got all of them, right? And it's even got weapons. If you have a really crappy weapon, you can see that you can get one right here. They all just cost one dilated time capsule. So very, very good Pretty cool transmog set, too, if you wanted to get the whole thing. Let me see what it looks like really quick. Let's put it all on. But basically what you're trying to do here is make sure that you get the entire tier set list that you're looking for. So, again, if you get lucky and do like a Mythic Plus dungeon and there's one in your vault or whatever, then all the power to you. Go get that. This can help you fill out the rest of the gear that you're looking for. Okay? Very, very good. But you do have to find those dilated time capsules. That's the main thing. So let me skip ahead in time here, and I will show you the event in action, and then we'll wrap up this video. All right, guys, we're back. We're in the time rift. As you can see, it is filled up much more than it was before, and I've been invited to a party. What you're going to want to do is get here and basically spam invite, please. And people will be making groups, and you can get into big raid groups. You can get into just regular 5-man sort of dungeon groups. So there's a whole bunch of different things you can do. I would just get here and say invite, please. People will be spamming it. Makes it a lot easier. Am I the leader? No. Anyway, then there's Sindormi or Soradimi right here. She'll have an option in about 2 seconds here once this starts. It's 7:59. Remember, this starts at the top of the hour. Every hour, there's 22 seconds left. You need to get here right on time. Don't be late, because this thing goes fast. It goes pretty quickly. And there's a bunch of different events that you can do. I'm just going to show you them really quickly, and then we'll jump off this video. Again, remember, this is all to get you the new currencies. There's the Fyrakk flakes, and then there's the dilated time capsule. Okay, reporting in. We're going to go talk to her. Hopefully we can find her here. There we go. Begin time rift. Here we go. So we're starting this, and everybody's going to take off, and they're going to do it. I'm in my little group here. First things first, it's going to show me I should go over here, start killing some dudes here, so we're going to do that. And you're just going to kind of repeat this over and over and over again. There's lots of different events that kind of show up. There's all kinds of different enemies that you can kill. It's very simple. There's a bar at the top of your screen that you're going to fill. Temporal Essence. It's going to give you box of Tampered Reality. It starts out green, then it goes blue, then it goes purple. By the time you're done, it will be purple. And you will have 3 boxes in your inventory, these boxes here, and they will each give you Fyrakk flakes or whatever it was. And you can, again, use those to buy trinkets. Once this gets to 7,500, the boss will spawn. Okay, so, yeah, there's little events that are going to pop up. Some of them are, like, very simple solve a puzzle quests. Those will be right next to Sindormi or whatever, or Siradormi. So there's like kill quests like we're doing right now, and then there will be puzzle quests that will pop up right here. You have to click on like this paradox or click on this hourglass. There's little mini games that you can do, and that will help fill the bar as well. So yeah, it's a lot of that kind of stuff. You're just running around. It tends to take about 15 minutes or so, in my experience, if you're actually participating. You don't have to participate at all, though. You can go do what these guys are doing, which is just sitting up here waiting for the world boss to spawn. It's up to you. You can run around and help if you want to. You don't have to help at all. There's always going to be a quest in the middle here, and you want to get this quest for sure. Oops. Here's a group task. Pop Asmerloth Bubblemancer bubbles. So again, I think those are up high. Where is that? I don't know where those are. Oh, there's a big guy over here. Go get him. There's lots of fun things to do. If you like participating in it, then you should participate in it. If you don't care, if you just want to go kill the world boss at the end, then by all means, go do that. You don't have to really do any of this if you don't want to. So I'm going to skip ahead to the part where we get to the world boss, and we'll do that fight, and then I'll wrap up the video, all right? All right, so here we go. We're at 7,400, 7,450, 7,500. We're very close to getting the final temporal essence. There we go. Got a box of collapsed reality. There's all our boxes, green, blue, and purple, as I said. And then everybody's getting ready to go into the middle to do this boss. Usually there's like a mini boss that spawns here that you can kill. So that's fine. We can kill this thing, sure. Mini boss we have to kill. There we go. Into the Rift, Asmerloth, and it's cool. There's different themes, right? So there's kind of, this one's like really funny, right? It's like the Murlocs took over. And that one's pretty funny. But there's a different theme like every time you do it. Literally every hour. There's a completely different theme, and you go somewhere else and fight a different boss. There's one where you go and fight the Lich King on top of Ice Crown Citadel. Like, it's kind of cool. They actually recreated almost all of the, like, most legendary fights from the past, which is really fun. and it kind of makes these fights a little bit more interesting. So get in here, there's a little bit of dialogue, and then the boss will spawn, and we go and try and kill it, and we go crazy here. So we're fighting Gillidan, or Gildan, sorry. Not Gul'dan, not to be confused with Gul'dan, but it's Gildan, which I think is just absolutely amazing. Do as much damage as we can here. We're literally, like, we're so Giga Chad hasted right now. It's crazy. Do this. Oh, there's a beam of, that's Gillidan's beam, I guess. Gildan's beam. Who knew? I didn't know. Do Spirit Bastion, I guess. I didn't even know I had that ability. There we go. Again, it goes pretty quickly. We're in execute range now. We're just executing and getting all of our rage back. What the hell? Oh my god, that's so insane. Fell, Gerbil, Lurba, 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 Lurba beam. And here we go. Death. And then we got one. We got a dilated time capsule. So this is perfect. And we got gear. So huge. 359 to 402 is massive. And there's a quest we can finish here as well for some more paracausal flakies. Gotta have my flakies. We love that. So you run back through the portal. You're going to talk to Ciridormi and finish the quest. Then I'll run to the catalyst and show you really quickly how to do that part. So there's the quest finish right there. Complete the quest. Good. Now we open our boxes. 3 boxes. Okay. There's 50, 75, and 100 paracausal flakes. And our total is 800. Now, there's a weekly that you can do only on one character, and it gives you 1,000 of the paracausal flakes, which is super cool. Here's the boots I just got. Let's throw those on. Big item upgrade right there. Here's the dilated time capsule. Very, very good. I don't have any tier, so we're just going to buy a headpiece, I guess. Where's the head? Stomper's cape. That's a cloak. Here it is. This is the head. So let's buy this. This is 346 item level. That's really, really low. Get that. Boom. We've got it now. And then that's a massive upgrade right there. I just got 2 pieces of gear, which is massive. And then I can just fly right over to the catalyst, which happens to be right here. And I can, in fact, turn this into tier. The sky is also really cool when you're in this thing. It's got the sands of time going on. It's very, very cool. It changes once you leave. But we fly right over here, and we turn this into tier. So I really love this event in particular. These time trials, whatever. I forget what they're called. I need to look it up now. I'm so sorry. Time's gone now, of course. Doesn't matter. Those events that we just did, you know what I'm talking about. This turns into tier. Here we go. Boom. I don't even know what the tier does for arms. Deep wounds increases your chance to crit. Deep wounds, critical strikes have a chance to increase your. So this is the season 2 tier, right? Here's my old gear. This is the Primal Empower gear. This only gives you like season 1 gear if you in fact had a tier piece, which I don't. But again, this new event, these time events will give you brand new season 2 shiny tier piece bonuses. This is the quickest way to get tier that I know of, and I think one of the fastest ways to gear your character in general. I just got 2 402 pieces that I can now upgrade. Very, very cool. So that's it, guys. If you're running alt characters, if you see that one of your characters is going to get buffed in 10.1.7 like Resto Druid, and you wanted to level one up, get in there, level up your alts, and get them geared. This is the best way to do it, I think, along with all the other little ways that I showed you down below. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know if there's another way of gearing up characters that you think is even better, something you can add to the list. Throw it in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. Thank you so much again for watching. Love you all. I will see you in the next one.